Good morning, folks. Again, we have to present the wake or vigil of Pope Benedict XVI, where thousands of conservative Catholics attended the wake of the former Pope Emeritus Benedict XVI as he passed away on December 31, 2022 at 9:34 a.m. in his residence of Vatican Mater Ecclesias Monastery at the age of 95. He was the 265th Pope. More than 65,000 faithful attended the wake in one day alone. There was no papal paraphernalia done for the Pope who resigned, but only a simple ceremony. Vatican report has announced that the papal funeral will be formal funeral will be on January 5, Thursday at 9:30 a.m. 2023, but St. Peter's Square Basilica, presided by Pope Francis. It was also announced that after the ceremony, Pope Emeritus Benedict remains will be taken back inside the St. Peter Basilica and buried at Vatican grottos beneath the church, where more than 90 popes had been laid to rest for this resting place inside the Vatican church. Folks, let us watch the wake of the Pope Emeritus Benedict XVI. Thank you. Okay. Please subscribe and God bless.
All these pilgrims have come out of St. Peter's Basilica having paid their last respects to Pope Emeritus Benedict XVI, and having talked to some of them over the past few days, it's been very interesting hearing their reactions. Some of them weren't even Christian, some of them weren't even religious in any sense, but they still felt like there was something special that they were experiencing, going through and seeing the people praying, seeing the many religious people that were there, seeing the faithful, but also the tourists having an opportunity to view it as a truly historical moment, not only for the Catholic Church, but also for the world in general. This is the first Pope who was resigned in 600 years, but more importantly, Benedict XVI was an amazing theologian. He was an amazing teacher about the death of Pope Benedict and about what Pope Benedict meant to them personally, but also to the whole Catholic Church. So it's quite an impressive setup we have here, and you'll get a good chance to see that later on tonight. Going live at 6 o'clock Rome time. And they've spent about the last 2 days preparing this. It's quite an impressive structure with the lights and the broadcasting desks and everything. And now we're going to get some live reactions from some pilgrims who managed to make their way into St. Peter's Square and into St. Peter's Basilica to pay their last respects to Pope Emeritus Benedict XVI. Could you just tell us your names, where you're from, and why you're here today?
I'm Sandra Anthony, belong to the congregation of Daughters of Divinity. We stay here for our charismatic studies, and at present we do our semi-political University of Recovery.
I am Surmini. I come from Vietnam. We are just in the same congregation and studying here. And so we are studying about his why I am to visit him. He is the great person in the church for me. He is an example for me. And so for me to visit him is for me something to live in my heart for me to encourage me to continue to work for the church and for all the people.
And have you had a chance to go in, or are you on your way there now?
We went already there to visit him.
And what was your impression going through the Basilica and seeing all the faithful praying?
Yeah, it's really heart-touching seeing the people. Really, when we enter Vatican, it's really very dark. Noise is there. All were doing photos and celebratory mode. But today there was a kind of silence where all were looking forward in prayer and offering their sincere prayer for his eternal repose. So it was really heart-touching, and I am really impressed by the people who are really waiting and visiting him.
Now, you two both said you were students at the Gregorian Pontifical University, and you've studied his theology. Can you give us just a few points of what stood out to you from reading his work, from reading his theology, from learning from the man and the leader that was Benedict XVI?
I'm actually doing psychology, but I would say Pope Benedict XVI was really a man who deepened his theological studies, especially a connection with philosophical studies and theological encounter with God. His studies on logos, the origin of knowledge, the origin of wisdom, connecting to the real encounter with true verita, is true God, is really very challenging and encouraging the young to understand the depth of his theological studies.
I just came to know the book that he wrote about the discernment, and so this is a very nice book for us to is one of us to have some points to have to discern our vocation in our life.
And thanks a lot. And are you going to try and go back into the Basilica today and see him for the final time, or do you have plans to go back in tomorrow maybe before the funeral on Thursday?
Actually, by seeing the preparation, we have decided to come to the funeral. But since it is a long crowd will be there, we do not know what will be the opportunity. But if we have the opportunity, we will be surely coming.
That's amazing. Well, I hope to see you again, and God bless, and see you. And so, once again, we're here in St. Peter's Square with all these pilgrims around us, and they're all having come out of St. Peter's Basilica, having paid their final respects to Pope Emeritus Benedict XVI. They all have done that finally, and it's quite amazing to see all these people here in Rome to pay their final respects to the man that was Pope Emeritus Benedict XVI. And so one final time, we'll show you once again the stage that we've set up for EWTN's live streaming of the next few days. So obviously, once again tonight, we have at 6 o'clock we'll go live, Rome time, with Cardinal Dolan and probably some others. And then tomorrow we'll also be live, possibly with Cardinal Pell. And then of course on Thursday for the funeral, we'll be live